I guess I'll just start from the beginning. Well, I've always known that there was something wrong, like with my vision. So I've just never been able to see like the way anybody else could. Thought it was really weird that I could sit like right in front of the TV and still not see the details that my parents could see from sitting across the room. So we went to like a lot of optometrist appointments, but they didn't really, know what to look for. So everybody just kept like overpassing it and saying basically there was no way I could be seeing this way. The prescription that they kept getting was almost at 2200, but it wasn't quite there yet. Um, and then it got a lot worse when I started high school. Like it got to where I would overreach things. Like I would grab for something on the table and sometimes reach too far, sometimes not reach far enough. Um, and that's called depth perception, which comes with my disease. I have a disease called Stargardt. And Stargardt is a disease of the retina. It deteriorates it, causing like I have no central vision. So it's just like watching a movie with something smeared in the middle of the screen. But my peripheral vision, it's not really, it's still good, I guess you could say, but I'm starting to develop blind spots, and I'm actually completely blind in my right eye now. And like walking at school, I have a really hard time doing things like that. Like the other day, I've run into like walkers and stuff at school and run into people, and I was helping my uncle put together a basketball goal for my little cousin, and the ball rolled out in the street, and I tripped over the base and like slid down the whole front yard. And it's just very embarrassing, like when I do stuff like that, because like people look at me really weird, like why did she just do that? But well, I had this lady come in to help me. She strongly recommended that I use a cane to like walk at school. That's something that's going to be really hard for me, just because I want to be like as normal as possible. I don't like for people to, know that I have a visual impairment. It's really like, I guess, embarrassing for me, because ever since everybody's known me since I was little, it's new for them too. Like they have to adjust to me being blind also. So it's really embarrassing. Like if I'm sitting in class and they ask, like, this is a section, just one chapter from one of my textbooks in school, and this is just one page of it. So they have to blow everything up to at least like 36-point font, and regular font is like 10 points. So, and I have this calculator, and I still even have trouble reading stuff on this. But it has like, it speaks to you, you can type it in and it'll speak, and I've got a bunch of like magnification systems and stuff that I can use at school. But one of the hardest things that like the doctors have said is, there's a 50-50% chance that my children could end up with Stargardt, so they're strongly advising me not to have children, and that's kind of hard to hear. But I mean, I'm still young, so whatever. But another thing is I'll probably never be able to drive. Very, very few Stargardt people have become bioptic drivers, but I don't think it's going to happen since I have no vision in my right eye. And people have talked about like eye transplants and things like that, but there's no guarantee like how long it could last. It could be 6 months or it could be 10 years, and it would just suck to be able to see, but then have to go through and like lose it again, because the disease will end up taking over that. But I'm glad that I got hooked up with Dawn and Diana. I didn't even know who they were at first. I just started talking to them at Applebee's, and they got me hooked up with you guys and being able to tell you. It's a really good experience for me, because I've never actually sat down and told people about it. So I think it's a good thing, like, for more people to be aware. And even if there could, like, even if nothing would be able to come of it, like, getting help and being able to see, I think it's good for people to be more aware. And maybe somewhere down the road they could help other kids that have this. Or at least, set up, like, a little counsel group, because it is very, like, emotional to figure this out. It's completely different